Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I am thrilled to be with you coming from our mansion here in Orlando. We just finished up our Legendary Marketer Mastermind, and it's been a fantastic weekend. So many breakthroughs, so much incredible content, incredible connections. But we have business as usual. So help me, please. Welcome to the show, Jackie Bertram. Jackie, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you're totally welcome. So we have, titled the show Single Mom Fails with Multiple Business Models but
Mhm.
Succeeds with This. Tell us just briefly a little bit about your story and what led you to Legendary.
Yeah, so I think I've always had kind of an entrepreneurial spirit, but um, growing up kind of humbly, I valued security more than anything. So when I was choosing a career path, I really wanted something that was secure, but where I could still be helping people because I didn't necessarily want to get into something salesy or marketing, which here I am. Go figure. But I'm actually helping people now. I didn't realize at the time that you could still do that and make an impact. So I went into nursing, and it wasn't an easy path. It hasn't been. I've been a nurse for over 10 years. I've gotten into management over the past couple of years. But probably for at least 5 years or so, I've tried several different routes of getting out of nursing in general because it's a tough field, especially as a mom. And I
Mm,
did, um, I went through multi level marketing, direct sales, self publishing. I had my own life and business coaching business for personal brands, and I had my own personal brand. But
mhm.
then what happened was I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, and I felt like in my personal brand, the thing I struggled with the most was being super transparent about everything going on in my life and kind of relating that to how I could get better in business, etc. But I didn't feel like doing that. I didn't really want to put all my um, current events, I guess, on the table when that was happening. And so my brand actually kind of started to fizzle away. And I didn't want to have a personal brand for a while, even though I had a lot of success with that. And there is so much power in telling your story. I just wasn't there yet at that time. And I know you've had a lot of success just in telling your story, but it
Yeah.
is a very vulnerable place to be, especially when you're going through something, you're in the thick of something.
Oh, for sure. When you're going through it, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it's easier when you kind of like gotten a step ahead and can look back and share your insights. But
Yeah.
I kind of just gave it up for a while and focused on my kids and the career I had. And then I started getting that itch again. And I was looking back into what methods I could use to make some money on the side that could grow into a business that could potentially get me away from my career, which is highly demanding, highly stressful.
Mhm.
Um, and I was just searching through like a Facebook group one day, and people were talking about how they make money online, and kind of the typical answers came up like, oh, social media manager, oh, I'm in multi-level marketing, etc. And then someone was like, oh, I do high ticket affiliate marketing. Like, I make thousands of dollars a month. I don't know why you guys are even in any of these business models. And
Mm.
I was like, what? Because I've done affiliate marketing in the past, but just with Amazon affiliates. I actually got kicked off of Amazon affiliates after like a few weeks because they have really strict rules. And I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't realize you couldn't post in certain places like on social media, like in
Mm.
Facebook groups.
Mm.
So I just kind of figured, oh, that's not right for me a few years ago. But then I started Googling more, watching some YouTube videos, and really getting into it and came across your program through Stacy Law.
Mm.
And I think the important thing to note there is that if I would have just seen your sales page to begin with, I might have been skeptical, but I think the power in these and having affiliates is that you get to find somebody who you connect with like maybe just because of they're more similar to you or they speak to you in
Yeah.
the language that you need to hear. And she kind of introduced me to Legendary Marketer in a way that made sense to me and
Right.
that really drew me to it. And then I just made a decision that I'm going to go for this. I don't have much time. I really don't. I'm not like a lot of the people that are on this show and might have like a few hours a day or, got laid off. Like, I do not
Mm.
have much time, but I use the time I do have very efficiently.
Yeah.
And I've found a lot of success pretty quickly because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've, uh, first of all, Stacy La, she's incredible. I had she was supposed to be here at this mansion. I'm just sitting up in this kind of
Ooh,
game room, I guess, if you will, as the cleaning crew is kind of cleaning up behind us all throughout the house. But she was supposed to be here, but for whatever reason, because of some things that are going on right now in the world, she wasn't able to come in from Canada. Um, and But she's awesome. I had an awesome conversation with her on the show a couple of weeks ago,
mhm.
and it was it was an awesome episode. So if you all are wondering, who Stacy is and what her story is and why she may have connected with Jackie, I would scroll back through our wake up shows and go find Stacy Law's show a couple of weeks ago and listen to it because it was really powerful.
Mhm.
Um, I love that, I love that you said you may not have connected or even been skeptical if you just saw the VSL in the sales page. It was the affiliate that bridged the gap for you. Um, that I think is true, that everybody's not going to connect with me initially if they saw my content or material, um, especially in that context on the sales page. So I think that was a great point. And also, I don't take that personal. It's just like all of you who are wondering, why aren't people responding to my content? Well, you just haven't reached enough people to find your slice of the pie. You have, Jackie, you've used your time wisely. You've built your TikTok up to about 40,000 followers. Now you're marketing. We're going to put your TikTok handle, sidehustle.queen, up on the screen. Give us a couple of tips. I'm going to have to jet here within a couple of minutes to kind of move out of the way uh, uh, for our kind of cleaning crews and stuff here. But I'd rather show up than cancel, right? So we do the show 5 days a week, rain, shine, or whether we're just
Yeah.
ending an event. So give us a couple of tips about how you've been able to use your time so wisely.
I think doing the research first ahead of time, watching the trainings, figuring out, watching some people who are making it work, and hooking the audience first and foremost. I have a variety of videos that are shorter. If I do shorter videos, I always hook them, give them a little mystery, and then give that call to action at the end. If I do longer videos, like a minute ish, I will make sure to jam pack it full of like step by step instructions and make it very clear, eliminate any like gaps of time, make it pretty fast paced, and
Yeah.
keep them intrigued. And then again, call to action at the end and engaging with content comments.
Mm. So it sounds like you really got into the learn, do, teach, and took that,
Hmm.
seriously.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of things that I've seen make people successful quicker. It's number one, you either got your back against the wall and you got no plan B. Scenario
Hmm.
two is that you have very little time and you're either going to make use of that time like you're talking about, or you're just going to say, I don't have time. So
Right.
how long do you have each day and what does that time look like, how you're spending it?
I would say an average of an hour a day, to be honest, but I can't say it's an hour every day because there have been weeks where there have been like 5 days and I've had zero time to do literally anything. Then I've had like a weekend where I pour like a full day in just to learning, making sure my funnel's airtight, and making content, kind of making my next plan. I think having a plan is also important, but not being scared to pivot in that plan too. So I
Yeah.
would say probably on average an hour a day.
Yeah. 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 It's being flexible. I had
Yeah.
somebody tell me early on in my recovery journey, not just in my
Hmm.
marketing journey. He said, being rigid means you're brittle. You break easily. You flake easily. Being flexible, you're able to adjust and flexible, pivot. Some of these words doesn't mean throw the baby out with the bathwater. It
Hmm.
just means make subtle adjustments, small adjustments, tweak your messaging a little bit, tweak your approach to your videos a little bit. Try something new before you just throw the entire business out and say, "Hey, this isn't for me." Um, Give us one final piece of wisdom that you would have given yourself when you first started that you know now.
I think I would say that you don't have to be a complete expert to start in this. You just have to be one step ahead of your audience. So, as long as you're one step ahead of them, you can still teach them something. And then as you grow, your audience also tends to grow with you and is ready for that next step. So don't be scared and intimidated by all these people who are making it or doing really well. You can be just as equally successful, but the important part is understanding that you just have to be the person that like the 3 month ago version of you would need.
Or even the person last week, right? I
Last
mean,
week, yes.
one step doesn't always need to mean months or years.
Right.
It can mean weeks
No,
or days.
absolutely. I learned so much just in like one day of like being focused sometimes. So don't be intimidated by other people's progress, or think that you're a failure because of their successes. There's no correlation. You are on your own track. You can glean from other people, but don't get off track by the negative comments that you get. There's a lot of those. It's very intimidating at the beginning, but you have to learn to let go of that and let go of the successes of other people that you might be intimidated by. You
Yeah,
can be just
great.
as successful.
Great advice. Great advice. If everybody took that to heart, we would have an entire 100% success.
Right.
So, well, Jackie, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you back. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter show today, just because we're wrapping up an event here, and we have to keep it moving. But please come back, give us an update in a month or two. I'd love to learn more about you. I'd love to hear more of your story, hear more of your wisdom, and I have a feeling in just a couple of more months you're going to be 3x, 4x, 5x where you are right now, because
Thanks.
you've already made some amazing progress. So keep up the good work. Thanks for your time this morning, and
Thanks,
we'll
Dave.
talk to you soon. Okay.
All right. Bye.
See you, Jackie. All right, my friends, go please follow Jackie. Connect with her. Her TikTok is up on the screen there. Side hustle dot queen. Okay, side hustle dot queen. In case you're listening to this on the podcast. Look, we just finished up an incredible mastermind. I mean, I broadcasted live in the room on Friday. If you didn't catch that, just scroll either up or down on this page, wherever you're watching this at, and check it out. Um, this weekend has been like fantastic. So one of the things that we're about here at Legendary is actually talking and meeting and actually working with our clients, instead of hawking, pitching, closing, and then blocking or hiding, which so often is what people's experience is with buying from gurus online. And so please get closer, get more connected in the community. We are as real, as authentic, as transparent as it gets. And we are also going to tell you if we don't know. For example, if I don't know the answer to a question, I may not know it, but we'll get it for you. Somebody in this community knows it, and we can help you get to the next level. We're always going to be willing to walk beside you, not in front of you, not behind you, but walk beside you. And there's a lot of us here who can help, a lot of us here who can support. So I look forward to meeting you all, talking with so many of you in the coming months, and hopefully in the next couple of years, but please lean in. That's my message for you this morning. Lean in and know that, this community, this platform, this company, what we're doing here gives you every chance to succeed, because it's not just about a piece of information. It's not just about the secret that I'm going to somehow reveal to you when you get to a certain point. It's everything here, the right people, the right information in the right environment. And we're just going to keep coming back every day and believing in you and believing that you can do it until you believe in yourself and that you can do it yourself. That's when it clicks. All right. So my friends, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jackie, thanks again. Please go give her a follow and connect with her and lift her up and support her at sidehustle.queen over on TikTok. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Get out of here. Love you. Stay legendary. Peace.